Hey Spartans, my name's Laisha, and welcome back to another episode of Spartan Times. Make sure to stay tuned to the end to watch Ange's award-winning music video. But first up, let's take a look at one of the most popular things here in our area, the Union Corn Maze.
Dude, I lost my spot in line.
Extremely exciting stuff. Pig racing is actually more popular than NASCAR and the Super Bowl together.
Yeah! Shoot, get it! Jump back in it, go, go! What's good, go! Give me the paper?
No, dude, this is a W.
Which W? There's two W's.
The small one, I think.
There's no way this is 15 acres.
It's 15 acres, it's huge. Or 12.
Maybe we're only like, where do we start?
I don't even know where
We
to
started
start
right here, so maybe we're only right here.
Nah.
Well, sadly the corn maze closed last weekend, but I'll make sure to visit as soon as it reopens. Speaking of reopening, we're back with a special series, Spartan Spotlight. Let's take a close look at Mr. Hahn's life.
Well, I grew up in El Paso. I was born in Midland, Texas, and then I moved to Connecticut, and then to Dallas, and then I moved to El Paso by the time I was like 6, and I've been in El Paso ever since. And when I was a little kid, my dad would have rehearsals for a band. My dad was a bass guitar player, and he would have rehearsals for a band in the garage. And I would always see the drum set player in there. Like, I just thought it was awesome. So I would set up stools and like pencils. I had like a little Tykes tool belt, and I would strap it around the stool and pretend it was a stick bag, and I would put pencils in it, and I would just try to play. And then I remember one of his drummers gave me a pair of drum set sticks one time, and I thought it was the coolest thing, and he taught me paradiddles, and then I never stopped drumming ever since. I want the percussion to be good people. That's the most important thing. We have basically 3 rules, but the first 2 rules are be a good person and work hard. And that really kind of covers everything that is going to apply to your life. If you're a good person, you have good intentions, you have a good heart, you're willing to help people, and if you work hard, you know, you put in the effort. A lot of things in life, not just music, but a lot of things in life are just a work ethic contest. So if you have great work ethic, then you're going to go pretty far. Well, I was always a fan of the Blue Knights. I had a DCI, which is Drum Corps International. I had a VHS tape at the 1996 World Championships, and the Blue Knights were on that. They were one of the 12 that made it to the finals that year. And I just always liked their show. I thought it was really cool. So they were on my radar because of that. Hey, I entered you in this Blue Man Group drum-off thing. And if you make it through the preliminary round, the semifinal round and the final rounds are in Boston. He said if you make it to the semifinal round, then if your video qualifies you for the semifinal round, then I'll fly you out to Boston. And I was like, all right, well, I didn't think the video was going to qualify me for it, so I just said, oh, okay, cool, whatever, and I stopped thinking about it. Then like 2 days later, I got an email from the Blue Man Group drum-off coordinator that said, congratulations, you made it to the top 25. So we'll see you in Boston this Saturday, you know. But it was because of a dream. I had a friend who got a motorcycle, and he told me, he said, like, hey, I got a motorcycle, do you want to come ride it or whatever? I didn't know how to ride. He was like, don't worry, I'll teach you how to ride, because he just learned also. So I was like, yeah, cool. So on a Saturday, I was supposed to go over there. And on a Friday night, the Friday night before that, I had a dream that somebody taught me how to ride a motorcycle. And so they taught me where the controls were and all that kind of stuff. And in my dream, I learned how to ride a motorcycle. So I went to his house on that Saturday, and he was showing me, he was like, okay, this is what you're gonna do. And I was like, wait, I think I got it. And I don't know why I had that kind of confidence. I was in college, so I don't know. Now I would have been really safe about it and asked him all these questions. But at the time, for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to say, like, wait, don't tell me. Then I did have to ask him, I said, how do the gears work? And he said, press down for one and up for the rest. And I said, okay. And then I just rode, like I just took off. And it wasn't that I never learned how to ride a motorcycle, it was that my dream was correct. Like, I had learned to ride a motorcycle in my dream, which I swear to God happened, and it's like the weirdest, probably the weirdest story I have in my whole life.
Thank you, Mr. Hunt, for those wise words. Up next, as our football team gets ready to close off their season, we have our special highlights video from last week's game against Franklin. Let's check it out. We would like to wish our football team good luck as they fight for the last playoff spot in their last game of the year against Coronado. Let's get that win. Speaking of wins, we would like to show off our Region 19 first place award-winning music video that Chris and Angie worked so hard on. Before the video, we have a short message from our fashion design students who are selling some really cool scrunchies as part of a fundraiser. So make sure to find any fashion design student to pick one up. Well, sadly that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you guys later.
Okay, hi, I'm Danae Morales. I'm a senior and I'm in the fashion design class and fashion club. The scrunchies are a fundraiser for us in fashion club. We use it as a way, to incorporate fashion with fashion for fashion. So we do have plenty of competitions that regard, fabric and, so we can fundraise to be able to travel and be able to compete for future competitions. We will be selling them as of next week, all 3 lunches, and if not available, we are here in the mornings. The scrunchies are $3, and yeah.
Yeah. I know you going through it, but just keep your head up, look. AMG, look. I mean, we all got problems, but some more than others. Just when you think life is good, it just gets tougher. Wishing for the sun, but all you do is get the thunder. You fake a whole smile, but really all you do is suffer. I know the teen brain and stress can get to you, and we can't forget anxiety and depression too, along with other disorders, not knowing what to do. So you keep it to yourself and think you're better off staying in your room. I know you're struggling, yeah, it's getting hard. So when people try to come in, you put up your guard. You can't stop shaking. It feels like you're back to the start, getting flashbacks, remembering all the things that broke your heart. Panic and childhood trauma, yeah, it's so tragic. She wants it to go away, but it's growing like a passion. So to stop from crying, she just starts laughing, tries to forget, but we'll never forget what happened. Tell her.
The first thing I told you was not to let anyone see the bruises.
She's fine with it. She's fine. She doesn't know it was
Never
you.
forget, look.
Why is this happening?
Got too much on his plate. His dad pushing him too far, forcing him to play football, but he don't want that at all. Start putting his hands on him and threw him against the wall. He raised a man, not a boy, so go put your helmet on. He goes to his room, start bawling some tears. Everybody thinks he's fine, but he just got mad fear. Everybody thinks he's happy, cause the fake smile that appears. But truth is he's falling apart, don't wanna go to sleep, cause that's where it all starts. She don't know what to do, she's sitting here confused. Think a boyfriend treated her right, so ask her why she got a bruise. She lets him continue, cause what has she got to lose? She tells herself that cause that's the only thing she's been used to. And she comes to pills when she doesn't know how to deal with what she's going through. To numb the pain, that's where she goes to. Smiling outside, but inside she's feeling horrible. Everyone goes through things, but keep your head up, cause everything will change as long as you let up. I know it's hard to keep going on, but please keep going on, but because it will be worth it. So keep a smile cause you deserve it, so don't quit on me. Just keep working, cause I promise you, you're gonna make it, and it's gonna feel amazing. And you know what I've been saying.